Hi guys, Luetin here, back for some more Planet Coaster, and we're looking at the terrain time-lapse which has just been showcased by Frontier. Now I've slowed this one down a little bit so we have slightly more time to talk it through, but basically what we're seeing here is the completely creative and organic terrain editor that they have included into the game, and it's fairly straightforward from what we can see here. I don't know whether there's going to be some slightly more advanced techniques as we go forward here, but what we can see right now is that you have some basic controls in a pull, a push and a flatten tool right there. You also have the choice of rock, sand, grass or automatic. I'm not quite sure whether it maybe senses what other terrain is nearby and then makes a judgment off of that. You can adjust the radius and the intensity, which I assume is the strength of the brush in which you're placing it onto the ground. But as someone who is an artist and an illustrator myself, looking at this tool, I really can appreciate how much control you have over this. It's giving you tons and tons of control. And then this is the very kind of loose aspect, okay? And I have worked a lot in the City Skylines editor, in terms of creating parks there. I can very much imagine that where Frontier are going with this is that you're going to be able to fully create and build these custom designed parks and then perhaps upload them. Maybe they're going to have a similar sort of workshop online for people to upload their parks to, in the same way that City Skylines have it, so that they can upload their maps there. This would be an amazing feature, and I say that's not confirmed, that's my speculation, but I would very much imagine that it makes a lot of sense if you're creating parks here like this, that you're going to be able to put them up there somewhere online for other people to gain access to and play your parks. That's really, really exciting. I've spent hours and hours in City Skylines going through creating custom maps, and the ones that I've created so far have been, very well received. Okay, so right here we can see that now we're placing some specific objects, and one of the most interesting things with this is that you can intersect those objects. So you see when you're placing the object down, it doesn't just clip onto the physical landscape, you can push it through and pull it into the landscape. This means you have far more creative control over the object you're placing, and it means it doesn't have to just sort of sit in a really frustrating way. I love the beautiful animation on the trees as well already, and you can see the fantastic design skills of these trees. They look very realistic, beautiful tone, color variation there. They look fantastic and really sort of sit well within the world. I can imagine that spending some really great time. I mean, look at this, a couple of minutes, and look what we've been able to create right here. I can very much imagine that if you spend some good time with this creative editor, you're going to be able to create some absolutely beautiful parks, not to mention water features, and I'm absolutely sure loads of other stuff that we haven't seen yet. So far, again, Planet Coaster shaping up to be an amazing game. I cannot wait to see some more of this title. It's absolutely fantastic. If you enjoyed this video, guys, please consider dropping a subscribe. Please rate the video with a little like and leave your comments about what you think about Planet Coaster and its terrain editor. I'll see you next time. This is Luetin.